Hey, I'm Wade Simmons. I'm working for Rocky Mountain, as you guys know, a free rider, a long time. I'm going to walk you through the new flatlines that we have here. We came up with a flatline last year, and now this year we're coming out with a new design. And we have two bikes. We have the Flatline World Cup and the Flatline Pro. And we're also doing the Flatline Free Ride and Park, but the frames are a little different. And the reason they're different, they kind of been developed with the downhill race scene in mind. So they're lighter, quicker, and we're going to walk through that and show you the goods. So what's different with these bikes than the older flatlines is, first of all, we'll talk about geometry. We shorten by 2 inches. The other ones are low and long, very stable at high speed, and the racers were saying that they want something a little quicker, a little more responsive. So if the rider is put in a further position over the back wheel, and it's a bit quicker in the turns, you know, you can do the cutties quicker and whatnot. The suspension rate has been worked a little bit too. It's been a little more linear. So what the downhillers wanted was something that they could definitely use shock adjustment to affect the ride a little more than shock rate. So this is a very linear with a rising rate at the end. So you don't get the impact at the end when you bottom out. But like 3/4 of the travel is very, very linear. So anything to do with high speed, low speed compression, rebound, air pressure like that is really, really tunable. So looking at the rear end here, a lot of weight was cut down here. The rear dropouts are a lot smaller, trimmed down. So the rear axle here is a lightweight 70-75 aluminum. And we kind of worked with Shimano, and we got a bit of a proprietary system going on, is that we have a steel axle nut that's pressed into the frame here. So working with Shimano, we have a steel axle nut pressed into the frame, so there's no threads in the frame if you ever do any stripping like that. And it's a 70-75 aluminum axle, so lightweight, durable, strong. And it's got one clamping nut on this side, so it's super simple. And it actually is Maxle compatible. So what you do is you get with your Maxle axle, all you have to do is put a spacer on the side to take up the proper width, and the Maxle will thread right inside. So this World Cup model is basically a mirror bike of what the race team was racing. Shimano sponsored, Fox sponsored, Maxxis of course. So yeah, this bike is basically what Sabrina and Luke and Cameron were racing on. So yeah, it's out of the box. It's a World Cup winner. This one here is a RockShox spec, and it's sitting in at 39 pounds out of the box, which is right in the ballpark. You know, substantially lighter than last year's models, and you know, a great lightweight bike. It's coming in at a retail $39.99. These frames we're making hand built in Canada, so we're getting all the raw tubes in. We're doing the mitering, the welding, the finishing. Everything's happening in Canada, so it's you know, a lot of things are going overseas and cheaper. So you know, we've been able to actually, you know, get the numbers down on the price. So and we're building at home, so it's, you know, I mean, it makes you feel good and fuzzy inside. So shifting gears from the new Rocky Mountain World Cups, we're going to go to the original daddy. This is the workhorse. So this is the original frame that we've had on the market now for 2 years, the Flatline, and this is the Flatline Park. So this is kind of the bike that's going to be used in the rental fleet at parks and stuff like that. Up at Whistler Bike Park Summit, which is a shop that has, you know, a lot of our Flatlines, said that this is probably the most durable bike that they ever had in the park. So that's why we kept the model going, and we do a specific park bike. You know, nothing super fancy, great price, and just super durable. So, you know, like day in, day out, those bikes get beat down.